Well, good morning, everyone. And once again, welcome to another live this morning, and hope you're having a great start to your day. I'm on the road again today, so not in studio, but happy to be with you guys, and I'll wait till you get your notifications. I'm not going to be able to say hello this morning. I don't have another device with me so that I can see your names, but I can imagine the lineup, and I won't mention names because I always get accused that I'm missing Brahim and Kevin and Andrea and others that are coming on first. But anyway, I can't say hello, guys, but I can say hello, but I can't. We're not doing the roll call this morning. Okay, so read an article the last few days. I can't say it was yesterday. It might have been the day before. Anyway, let me just comment for a few minutes on testosterone, the man's hormone, okay? Ladies, you got a little bit of testosterone. Men, we got a little bit of testosterone. That's the problem, okay? So the problem is that men today, their testosterone levels have plummeted in the last 20 years. The average man, and you guys know this because I say it all the time, the average man, especially at the age of 50 or up, have more estrogen than their wives. That's not good, okay? Because, there's a big difference in the sexes. Testosterone for men has got to be dominating, and women, it's estrogen and progesterone. Men, there's no balance. It's testosterone. The more testosterone you have, the better it is in a male, okay? Now, let me talk to you about some factors, because they just mentioned that testosterone levels in men are way, way down. And by the way, in women, they're up. I'll get to that in a minute, okay? In women, testosterone is up. You don't want that, ladies. You don't want testosterone up in a woman, okay? Anyway, why, okay? I'm a why guy, okay? I'm a why guy. When I mentioned this last night. I'm a why guy. So if we see autism, why? Why is there so much of it? Why is it when I was in school there was no such thing? I'm a why guy. I want to know why. Okay? And I have my theories, but I want to know why. I'm a why guy. If our levels of testosterone, men, are going down, why? I want to know. I think I know, but that's me. The inquiring mind. I want to know why. And what to do about it. Okay? But here are things that lower testosterone in a man. Number one, and it ain't even close, is the amount of estrogen that we have in this world. Time and time again, we talk about that estrogen-dominated world. Every chemical, every plastic, every herbicide and pesticide and hand sanitizers and whatever, there's xenoestrogens. There's so much estrogen in the world that men, again, oftentimes, especially at a certain age, as a woman's estrogen levels are going down, a man's levels are going up. It shouldn't be, but it's happening, okay? And that's a big problem, because men, now, this shouldn't be controversial, but it is. okay? Men get prostate cancer when testosterone levels sink like the Titanic. Men get prostate cancer. And I know part of the treatment, oncologists are famous for it. They want to lower a man's testosterone if he has prostate cancer. Look, I disagree with that, by the way. I disagree with that. Men get prostate cancer because they have too much estrogen. And estrogen makes things grow. Ladies, breast cancer. And again, I shouldn't have to convince anyone. Look at the numbers. Look at breast cancer. The numbers of breast cancer, ladies and breast cancer, has gone up 100-fold since I've been in school. It's crazy. We're not winning the war, we're losing the war because we're looking at love we're looking for love in all the wrong places. We're not looking at the causes. Here's a big cause: estrogen. In a man, too much in a woman. And there's xenoestrogens, meaning that it's chemicals that mimic estrogen. Your body doesn't know the difference. So your body says, oh, it's estrogen. Come see me. I love you, estrogen, except it's not an estrogen, it's a xenoestrogen. But yet, it elevates estrogen levels in men. So estrogen goes up, testosterone, folks, goes down. What's the number one cause? Estrogen dominance, even in men. Okay? I won't talk about what to do about that. Okay? Here's another reason that testosterone goes down. Alcohol. Alcohol. Again, I'm not trying to get people to, the research on alcohol, by the way, is, because you have to understand where I come from. In the 70s, you know what they said about alcohol? A little dab will do you. Okay? When I was in school, they actually encouraged it. Alcohol is good for you. Like, don't be a teetotaler. Like, don't get drunk. They weren't saying that. They were just saying that it's actually good for you. Now the research is very conclusive. And there's not a lot of benefits to alcohol. Okay? There's not a lot of benefits to it. And I don't talk about it too much because I always want a plan to succeed, not to fail. But when you do the 30-day reset, I tell people, no, you can't have alcohol. Because we're doing a detox on the body. And alcohol goes right to the liver, and I'm emptying your liver. I don't want no alcohol for 30 days. You want to have a beer afterwards or whatever, you go for it. That's up to you. I'm not saying that. But one of the reasons that men have low levels of testosterone is alcohol. The other one is cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone. And the stress hormone sinks testosterone in a man. It sinks it. And we know in a woman, it's another factor in estrogen dominance because what cortisol does, cortisol robs progesterone. It robs progesterone. That's the balancing act in a woman. You need estrogen and progesterone, and they need to be equal. They need to be equal. But when you're stressed, cortisol robs progesterone. In a man, it robs testosterone. Goes down. Another one, fat. Fat lowers testosterone. So men It's a good reason to do the reset. You know, one of the beautiful things about the reset, okay, is you're still eating. It's not calories. It's not counting. If you count, I'm mad at you. I used to tell my patients that. I'm sending you home and I don't want you to count. No calories, no grams, no nothing. Don't count. I hate counting. Switch foods. Switch your breakfast. What are you having for breakfast? A muffin? Stop it. For 30 days. Even after. You'll find out. You and muffins don't get along. But anyway, you want to do a reset? It's not counting. It's what? It's changing fuel. You change your breakfast. Have bacon. Not only does it reset your body, but if you have to lose weight, you're going to burn fat as fuel. You eat fat and protein, you're going to burn fat as fuel. Eggs, meat, cheese. Okay? Testosterone will go up, men. Ladies, it'll help balance your hormones. Your hormones, if you have them. Okay? Now, alcohol, cortisol, fat, sugar. Sugar is so destructive to testosterone. Men, cut out the sugar. Is there anything good about sugar? No. I can't think of anything. Okay? You're sweet enough, my audience, you guys, you're sweet enough as it is. You don't need sugar to make you any sweeter. Okay? You guys are, look, and people ask me about this all the time. How about a little bit of honey, doc? Well, if you're in the 93% with metabolic syndrome, I don't recommend it. Okay? I don't recommend it. You can have a little bit of honey, but I don't recommend it if you're doing the reset because I want to empty that liver. I want your pancreas to get a complete break. And I know honey, natural honey, is better than the added high fructose corn syrup. I know that. But, okay, anyway. So what decreases testosterone, alcohol, cortisol, fat, sugar? We already talked about estrogen. Low vitamin D. Vitamin D is essential for men. Oh, I just can't get over how we still having a fight about vitamin D. In this day and age, when there's so much information, people still want to fight about coffee, and I tell them they're wrong. And they want to fight about vitamin D. I can get toxic. They've never seen a case of it. Studies have been done. 6 months, 50,000 IUs a day, 7 days a week for 6 months, and you might become toxic. Now, I'm not telling anybody to take that much. I'm just telling you, studies have been done on that. Like doctors have a headache when they talk about vitamin D because they've been trained. It's only good for your bones, and why are you taking it? Anyway, low vitamin D will sink your testosterone, men, and so will low B12. And you know what else you need for testosterone? Zinc. Do you take zinc as a supplement? You can. But you know me, I'd rather the things that you can eat. Okay? The things that you can eat. If you can get vitamins in food, eat. Okay? I want you to eat. So there's some things, like you don't hear me talking too much about vitamin A. I love vitamin A. Okay? But I want you to eat it. And when you get vitamin A, you're getting zinc too at the same time. Eat a steak. So how do you elevate your testosterone? We talked about what decreases it. Let's talk about elevating your testosterone. Sun, steak, and steel. Okay? I even have a book with me, I think. I do. Guys, do you have this book yet? Sun, steak, and steel. Because the sun, vitamin D, we talked about. Steak, zinc. Okay? You need zinc for your testosterone. Eat it. Okay? Eat it. Sun, steak, steel. Yeah, get strong. Get strong. You go to the gym, you get strong. Men, your testosterone goes up. Testosterone goes up. You need it. Get strong. Sun, steak, and steel. And remember, there's another chapter. Well, there's more than one more chapter in the book. But I have another S. It's called sleep. You know what'll sink your testosterone, men? Is when you don't sleep. Sleep is so important, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I mean, not only for your self-cleaning oven of your brain, but your body regenerates, but your testosterone levels, men, go up when you get a good night's sleep. Okay? We all know about telomeres lengthen, right? Those little wick-like substances on your DNA. They lengthen, but so does your testosterone, men. Coffee. Another win for coffee. Study shows coffee for men elevates testosterone. What a gift from God. Guys, I know every day somebody just, it bothers them that I say coffee. You know, the new folks, and not, you know, people, listen, I win by 100-fold. The amount of people that thank me for bringing studies and talking about the benefits of coffee. It ain't even close, guys, because people have been told all their life, you can have coffee, but you know, it's not really good for you. Okay, but you know, and I'm telling you, and I've been saying it for 40, 50 years, coffee is good for you. And the more they study it, the more they realize, holy moly, talk about a multivitamin. It elevates your testosterone, men. Drink coffee. Hallelujah. Isn't that a wonderful thing? Isn't that good news? Coffee. Enjoy. I do. Okay? One more. Okay? Magnesium elevates. Magnesium elevates testosterone. Sun, steak, steel, sleep. Magnesium. Coffee. Vitamin C. The real vitamin C. Elevates testosterone. Okay. Why did I even bring this up? Oh, because I read a study that's saying this, the article, the sinking levels of testosterone in 2025. The sinking levels of testosterone. Yeah, it's getting worse. Too much estrogen, big time the number one cause of that. Okay. So what do? Right? We, like I said, sun, steak, steel, and it'll elevate your testosterone levels. Get in the sun. And when you can't get the sun, you need to take vitamin D. Okay? I'm on my fall regime now of vitamin D. Okay? The sun's out, a little bit. We get the odd nice day here in Northern Ontario. We appreciate it. But you can't rely on that now. You have to, in my opinion, start, supplementing with vitamin D. Okay? And for me personally, I'm about 8 to 10,000 IUs a day right now. Anyway, that's me. Okay, guys, we love you. Thanks for coming on. Should be back in the studio tomorrow. That's the plan. And thank you and I'm sorry I couldn't do the roll call this morning. I love doing that. I do. I miss it as much as you guys do. Okay, we'll talk to you soon.